What is up, everyone? How you doing? Another live stream here on Max Coverage TV. It is Wednesday, January 24th, 2024. And we have a nice little show on our hands. Kind of a free conversation show, but we are going to be touching on some topics because Jack Curry said some things last night in the Yankees hot stove that we have to address. But how are we doing? If you are watching on the replay, next time, try to get in the live. But if you're not, shout out to you anyways and drop me a comment down below on your thoughts as well. But we are live and we have my people in the chat already in the pre-live crew, as I like to call them. We got Aiden, Tesla, Hayden, Dr. Van, Nelson, and my boy Jonathan Sosa. They love Sosa. Oh man, that no man. Effing with the old boy. You know the song. You know the song, Jonathan. January Sports Highlights. What's going on, Dennis? How you feeling? First of all, how you looking? How you living? How you feeling? How you doing, man? It is Wednesday. I feel good today. I don't know, man. Maybe it's because we're halfway through the week already. The work week is not halfway for me because I have to work on Saturdays sometimes, and I do have to work this Saturday. But regardless, I feel good. Bowling night, so I'll be leaving by 6:30. No problem, Kenneth. Thanks for popping in anyway, bro. John in the house. What's up, Mike? How you feeling, everybody? We got a lot to talk about because the Yankees, we are now 29 days away until spring training. I'm going to try to do as many of these streams as I can before we start seeing some baseball on the diamond. But the Yankees are now less than a month away until walking into spring training with their roster. So we have a couple of question marks that we still have to address before that happens. Or maybe we don't. Maybe we just roll into spring training with what we have. But me personally, we need some more. I say this almost every day. We need more. We need more pitching. I don't know if it's going to be with the starting rotation at this point because Brian Cashman seems like he's pretty confident in the group that we have right now. But I do think we need help in the bullpen. Now, if you ask me, if I was Brian Cashman, if I was the GM of this team, I'm leaning on trying to get Snell still. That's what I would do. Because Dylan Cease is probably off the table until the trade deadline mid-season. Corbin Burns, same thing. Shane Bieber. All these guys are probably going to stay put until the trade deadline. So we have some question marks that the team needs to address. And like Ronald is popping in here saying, get Neris. I think that's what you meant to say. Get Neris. Hector Neris. It looks like the Yankees are off on Hector Neris now. And I will share the clip on why that is. Because Jack Curry last night on Yankee Hot Stove said that he doesn't believe, and he's one of the most reliable sources in the Yankees sphere that you can really trust. Jack Curry is one of those top guys that you can trust. When he talks Yankees, you listen. He was saying that he doesn't believe Hector Neris and the Yankees are going to have a pairing together. Thank you, Molly, for that sub. Appreciate you, Molly. Shout out to Molly in the house. Welcome to the family, Molly. But it looks like the Yankees were at some point the front runners to land Hector Neris, and now that is shifted. It looks like right now the Yankees are going to have a reunion with Wandy Peralta or Keynan Middleton, the guy that we traded for last trade deadline with the White Sox. Relief pitcher, good. He did really well with us, and I will bring up all these stats. I'll share it on the screen. What's up, Ronald, man? How you doing, buddy? But what's up, John? Sorry if I'm missing you. I'm just trying to go on my point. We got Chris in the house as well. I could go for bringing back Wandy plus hello. What's up, Chris? It looks like that's what's going to happen right now. It might be Wandy or Keynan Middleton. I'll be happy if we get both, honestly. If we get both these guys back in the pen, we have been sharing what is in the pen right now for the Yankees. And if you haven't been in the streams, I will do so again. I will share it. If you missed anything, that's my job to let you know what's going on. And it looks like we might have a reunion with some old familiar faces. Rico popping in saying Peralta has similar stats to Hector Neris, and he's younger. That's a good point. Neris is righty, but Peralta's lefty. But you're right, Rico. You're right. And Peralta's coming off one of his best seasons as a player. Honestly, one of his best seasons as a Yankee by far. What up, Brandon? How you doing, buddy? You like both? I like both too. I'm good, Ronald. How you doing, buddy? Fine, bring them back. I don't care who it is at this point. Well, John, like I was saying, man, I would take Wandy Peralta, Keynan Middleton over half our bullpen right now. If you hear some bells ringing, that's my cat in the background. So I'm sorry. I just got him a new toy. This man is in love with his toy right now. So he's playing with his little bell. I'm sorry if that's annoying. Been screaming about pitching for decades. Literally seems like beating a dead horse now. Well, we know, Chris, pitching is king in this league. Pitching is king in this league. Peralta can pitch both righties and lefties. He can. We've seen Peralta do it. The Rockets do play tonight. Yeah, I saw that, Brandon. We're playing I forgot who we're playing, but it's a below 500 team, so we should get the win. What up, Ratchet? Thoughts on the Hall of Fame results? I think it was a weak class, but I think Gary Sheffield should have got in. Todd Helton, Joe Mauer, congratulations to them. Who else? Who was the other guy? I forgot who the other guy was. Oh, Joe Mauer. Joe Mauer, Todd Helton, and Adrian Beltre. Adrian Beltre should have been a 100% vote in. I don't know who voted for him not to be in. That's what this whole Hall of Fame voting has been very weird the last couple of years. Who in the right mind has a vote for the Hall of Fame and did not vote for Adrian Beltre to get in? That's my question. That's my question. Yeah, we're playing the Trailblazers. We're going to win. We should win. We should win. So let's share the clip of Jack Curry talking on the hot stove last night. This is what he had to say about, the relief pitchers and the Yankees.
Well, you told us on the last show that if they're not going to the Yankees, unless a starter falls to them, probably reliever, maybe a back-end type of guy, maybe a Wandy Peralta again. What's the latest on the relieving situation?
Right. They've had conversations about Wandy Peralta. They've had conversations about Middleton, who actually pitched well for them last season. Hector Neris is a name that is out there in the market, and the Yankees have been tied to him through several reports. Now, I have been told not to expect a partnership between the two of them, but all it takes is one text or one phone call or someone taking whatever their demand was and lowering it, or someone taking whatever their offer was and heightening it. But I think that they were more pushing towards a Peralta or a Middleton reuniting.
Yeah, well, you told us on the last show that if they're not going to the Yankees, unless and
if Jack Curry says it, like I was saying earlier, this man is one of the most reliable people in the Yankee sphere is Jack Curry. So he's saying that he's not hearing Hector Neris and the Yankees are going to have a partnership, is looking more of a reunion, I should say. Yes, sir. I got you, French. What's up, bro? So I'm going to break down Wandy Peralta and Keynan Middleton. I am definitely watching the Royal Rumble Saturday, Kyle. You damn right I am. Give me a second here, guys. I'm gonna share out the stream on Facebook, and we're live right now on Twitter, Facebook, Twitch, of course, YouTube. I'm gonna share out the stuff real quick. Just give me a second. I appreciate you guys hanging out. Hit that like button if you haven't already. That's gonna help me out a ton, and I appreciate you if you are new here, hanging out for the first time. If you are new, this is what we do here on Max Coverage TV. We talk Yankees, talk baseball, all that good stuff. So I appreciate you. We got. Let me go. There we go. We're good. We're good. Angelo in the house. I heard today that the Marlins are still interested in trading Edward Cabrera to the Yankees. Possible. I would love it, Angelo, because Edward Cabrera is one of those pitchers that I love on this team. He has a lot of years of control. I just don't think the Marlins would ship him away because the Marlins do want to shed salary. That's why their whole thing with Luis Ariz has came up. Luis Ariz is now available for a trade if any team wants to, trade for him, which he's one of the best players in baseball. Hitting wise, he's one of the best players in baseball, but Cabrera is one of those players on that Marlins team that they control for years on years on years. So I don't expect them to trade him. If I would have any pitcher from the Marlins that I would assume they would possibly trade would be Jesus Luzardo, because he has 3 years of control compared to Edward Cabrera's like 6-7 years of control. I need Heyman's take so I can take the opposite. I love Cabrera too, man. Edward Cabrera is a stud, dude. He is a stud. He's so young too. He's so young. But let me bring up Keynan Middleton real quick on Baseball Savant, because we talked about Peralta a little bit yesterday, and I will bring up Peralta again if you missed the stream yesterday. But I wanted to bring up this man right here is Keynan Middleton, the guy that we acquired from the White Sox last season around the trade deadline. Now, let me look at what he did with the Yankees. So look at this. Look at what the numbers that he put up with the Yankees. It was a 1.88 ERA in 12 games, 14 innings. So, a low sample size there. Only 7 hits allowed, 1 homer, 17 strikeouts, 7 walks, and a 0.98 whip. That's impressive. That's pretty impressive for me, because you compare it to the White Sox stats, 2-2 with a 3.96 ERA, 39 games, 36 innings, 7 homers allowed. 7 homers allowed, 16 walks, and 47 strikeouts with a 1.35 whip. This is what Matt Blake does, everybody. This is what Matt Blake does. He's a phenomenal coach in this league, and I'm glad he's our pitching coach, because he's really showed what he can do in the bullpen, especially. And, Garrett Cole coming off that Cy Young, season. But Keynan Middleton is not someone we need to overlook here. The strikeout rating was very, very high at 30%, 36% whiff rate with a 33 chase rate. And people are not hitting his pitches hard. Only 85.3 miles per hour off the bat, which is top notch in the league. Ground balls, bullpen guy at 56.5%, and they're not hitting the ball hard at all. It's like the chart screams out at you. Like, Keynan Middleton can pitch. Keynan Middleton can straight up pitch. I would not be opposed for the Yankees to bring him back, especially if they're not looking at Hector Neris anymore. I'm assuming they think they can get Keynan Middleton on a cheaper deal. But man, he put up a really good year in 2023. Luzardo traded to the Red Sox, reported on news. I did not see that report, and I will definitely share it if I get any news like that. I did not see anything like that, Robert. What's with Snell just signed, dude? I don't know, man. It's all about Scott Boras at this point, Chris, with Snell. Yankees aren't going for Snell. There's Rico. I don't have any confirmation with that. I will let you know if it does happen, though. I have almost every single top-notch MLB, source there is. Notifications are on. So if that happens, I will get it. I have not seen anything. So I don't think that happened at all. K Zilla, what's up, bro? We'll take Luis Ariz and Edward Cabrera. I would take them too, man. But like I said, the Marlins are going to want prospects for these guys. They wouldn't take Torres. They want to shed salary. It's going to probably cost us about 4 or 5 prospects for Luis Ariz and Cabrera. Why wouldn't you want Luis Ariz on the team? How long? Maybe we'll sign. Yankees aren't going for Snell. Okay, just sign already. Reported on fake news. Yeah, I mean, no news yet on that. Trust me, I would have that news, and I would probably freak out if that's. I would be upset if the Red Sox traded for Jesus Luzardo right now. So let's touch on Wandy Peralta in case you weren't in the stream yesterday. Let me go up. Oh, sorry. There we go. So in 2023, 54 innings pitched, 51 strikeouts, 7 home runs allowed, and 30 walks. So the walks are kind of high compared to the strikeouts. But he had a good 2.83 ERA out of that pen in 63 games. Had 4 saves as well. And if you look at his chart, strikeout rates is below what Keynan Middleton had, and the walk rates are higher than what Keynan Middleton had. So let me ask the chat, who would you take if you had to pick either or, Wandy Peralta or Keynan Middleton? I would probably lean more on Keynan Middleton because he's younger. He's 30. He's a righty. And by the numbers, with Keynan Middleton with us was stellar. So I would probably lean more on Keynan Middleton's side if I had to choose. Yeah, exactly. Home run is high, yeah. What's up, Nick? How you doing? Torres is better offensively. He is. He's better with power, but Luis Ariz is better with contact. Luis Ariz can get on base. The on-base percentage with him is phenomenal. He can definitely be the leadoff man for this team. Peralta, better track record. Yeah, I can say that. I can see where you're coming from. He's put up more better years than Middleton. Like the last 3 years from 2021 since he's been with the Yankees, a 2.95, a 2.72, 2.83. I'm not counting the Giants numbers, but I'm saying with the Yankees. So he's been here longer. He has shown us that he can, do his job, but he has proved that he can blow a couple of games for us, which I mean, any pitcher would have that. You know what I'm saying? Like, no pitcher is perfect. A 44% changeup thrower, 42% fastball thrower with a slider. He mixes in 13%. Both these guys are quality bullpen guys. But my question was just, who would you pick if you had to choose? I would choose both of them if you had it. If you could, get them both. Because there's other people that you can replace in this pen that aren't even on the same breath as Wandy Peralta and Keynan Middleton. What up, CD? Who bats 200, Dennis? We don't need more power. We need contact hitters. I'd take Luis Ariz over Torres in a heartbeat. The thing is, Kzilla, if we do make that trade with Miami, we would probably keep Gleyber. We would probably keep Gleyber and have Luis Ariz because I just don't see the Marlins taking Gleyber's contract on and then trading away Luis Ariz. It'll kind of be like, at first I was thinking about it. I'm like, maybe they take Gleyber, but then I thought, if they're not going to pay Luis Ariz, why would they pay Gleyber Torres? It would mean trading away Oswald Peraza, probably Spencer Jones, and some pitchers. Yeah, I feel you, Kzilla. I feel you. They both are below average in the field. Like both Luis Ariz and Gleyber Torres struggle in the field, but like Luis Ariz is just so damn good with his bat and just drawing walks. If you looking for power, which Gleyber Torres definitely has more of, Gleyber Torres had 25 homers last season, and in 2022 he had 24. So if you want 25 to 30 home runs, you take Gleyber Torres. But if you want a guy to get on base and just set the table for the remainder of the lineup, you want Luis Ariz, who bats 354 last season, a career 326, and the on-base percentage he had last season at 393 with a 379 in his career. That's the leadoff guy that we need. Not a fast guy. He won't get you stolen bases, struggles in the field, but man, his bat is just top notch. Like, he just knows how to hit. Depends how many lefties in the bullpen. I can bring it up. I think we have quite a few lefties in the bullpen. Ariz batted 354. Way over 300, Dennis. You're a smart if you think Luis Ariz bats 200. Yeah, we need speed. We definitely need speed. That's one thing I will say. The Yankees need some more fast guys, but right now it looks like Volpe is our main speedster. You know, we claimed Bubba Thompson. We DFA'd him, and he actually got claimed from I think he went to the Twins. I got to check because we got a couple of guys back. The Yankees got let me bring it up. We DFA'd Oscar Gonzalez. He's back with us, but he's in AAA. And then Jeter Downs also in AAA. But Bubba Thompson got claimed off waivers. Let me just, there we go. Yeah, the Twins claimed Bubba Thompson. And Bubba Thompson is one of the fastest guys in this league, man. Here, let me bring this up. In case you missed this, let me bring it up real quick. So that's what happened today. 4:15 p.m., just before I went live, you know, the Yankees outrighted infielder Jeter Downs and Oscar Gonzalez to AAA. Additionally, outfielder Bubba Thompson was claimed off waivers by the Twins. What up, Rah? What's going on, bro? You can get, no, I do not want Tapia. I do not. Ratchet's like, you could take him all day if you want. Would the Yankees trade for Luis Ariz alone? I don't think so. I think they would want a pitcher with him. I would take Jesus Luzardo or anybody. They have a lot of good arms over there in Miami. The Marlins have a lot of good arms that are controllable. And that's what the Miami Marlins have to do in order to compete, is like not pay for anybody and just have a lot of good talent, good prospects. Yeah, Cabrera is awesome. I mean, Sandy's going to miss all next season with Tommy John, which sucks for them. Don't think we were getting both. I don't think either. I'm just saying, like, if we can get both, I would take them both. But if, let me see Miami Marlins rotation right now. Let's see. It really sucks about Sandy Leon or Sandy Alcantara there. I always mispronounce his name. But right now they have Luzardo, Braxton Garrett, Yuri Perez, which I absolutely love Yuri Perez. Edward Cabrera, Max Mayer coming off. I think he had Tommy John surgery as well. They have a lot of good young arms that are controllable. But they also have a lot of injuries. So it's like, what are these guys? Who are they willing to give up? It seems like it's only Jesus Luzardo, because you got to think about it. Alcantara is not going to be able to pitch next season, so that he's off the rotation. And then Max Mayer, he might be able to pitch like midway through the season. You have Trevor Rogers, Ryan Weathers, Cabrera, Perez, Garrett, and Luzardo. So you still have a little bit of depth there. Tanner Scott is also a good pitcher. AJ Puck is a name that was on the, the reports were saying he could possibly be on the move as well. Yeah, Yuri's nice, man. Yuri's nice. For Arise, the Marlins are going to want the Martian and other top prospects. I was saying this, Rico, if Jason Dominguez is on anybody's trade radar, you're hanging up the phone. If I was Brian Cashman, I'm not even going to mention Jason Dominguez's name. He's untouchable for me. That would be Volpe and Jason Dominguez would be my untouchable. I had to look at my phone because I got a Snell update from Bleacher. So it says John Heyman. This is an update right here. John Heyman says deal for Ace could come late for Blake Snell. So we might see Snell literally on the market probably a week until spring training. Yeah, I'm hanging up the phone, Mario. You have to. You have to. Yeah, a surprise team. Yeah, French. I don't know. It's a surprise team for Blake Snell. He could possibly land. Who is the surprise team? French. I said the Angels could be in play. I don't know who else. Do the Giants pull the trigger on them? The West Coast teams you can't rule out. Watch the Dodgers swoop in out of nowhere and get them. Yeah, watch the Dodgers get them. Even though they just signed James Paxton to a 1-year, $11 million contract. So, who has more control, Wandy or Middleton? I would probably say Wandy has more control with his pitches. Toronto says Dennis. I think the Braves and Houston. If the Astros get Blake Snell, that would be a flat out fumble by Brian Cashman. Because I made a video about Dylan Cease, and the main thing I said was you have to block your rivals from getting these players because the Orioles want Dylan Cease. You have to block them from getting him. Same thing with the Astros. If the Astros are looking at Blake Snell, you got to make a move to get him instead because you can't let those guys get better. We already saw Josh Hader sign to the Houston Astros. If Blake Snell goes to Houston also, you might have to write them in as a World Series World Series favorite, I should say, if the Astros get Blake Snell. How pissed off would we be? How pissed off would Yankee fans, Yankee Nation, all of us be if the Houston Astros end up getting Blake Snell? You can't let that happen. I don't care if it's paying more to get them, but you have to stop letting these guys get better while we just stand pat. Yankees were the only offer for Snell. Yeah, I think we're the only offer still, Aiden. But John Heyman just reported that it could be a surprise team for Blake Snell, and it could be a little bit. So Scott Boras is staying patient with Blake Snell. We'll see. But like I said, you cannot let your rivals get better, especially with the guys that you are eyeing. Cashman gave Rodon $27 million for 6 years last year based on one good year. Kind of limits us this year. Yeah. Well, Dennis, they can't spend money. That's the thing. That's why they have what Baltimore has though is the farm to do anything they want because any team would want their prospects. They have the number 1 ranked farm in all of Major League Baseball. So if Baltimore wants Dylan Cease, I don't care. I'm doing whatever I can to get him. I'm not saying sell the whole farm for Dylan Cease, but I'm saying if you have a package that the Orioles want and it won't kill you, do it. I was bringing up Baltimore for Dylan Cease, and then if Houston can get, if they can get Blake Snell, then we're in trouble. Dodgers. I mean, you can't rule them out to get anybody, bro. They can sign pretty much anybody they want because of Shohei Ohtani. That's why. I think the pivot to Stroman killed any chance of signing Snell. Yeah, Brandon. I mean, a lot of reporters are saying that, but I feel like Snell could possibly land in the Yankees' lap because if there's no teams out there right now, the Yankees reportedly have the only offer on the table for Blake Snell. So if there's no teams willing to pay him what he wants, we might just luck out and have him fall in our laps. You know what? I'm surprised who is still a free agent. Cody Bellinger. Yeah, Snell. So Dennis, you're right. Baltimore is not going to sign Blake Snell. You're absolutely 100% correct. Yo, what's up? What's up, Andrew? How you doing? I'm doing good, man. How you doing, buddy? Shout out to the 67 in the house, man. Hit the like button, follow, subscribe wherever you're watching. We got some on Twitter right now watching. YouTube is at 60. Hit that like button for me. Let's get it up to, let's try to get 75 likes today. Smash that thing for me. Since we're over the cap, the Yankees are going to fund small market teams in the division like Baltimore and Tampa Bay, even though they finish higher. Yeah, that's what sucks about it all, Rico. Yankees have 6 in the top 100 prospects. Yes, they do. Tied for the most with Baltimore and somebody. I think it was, what was the other team? It was Baltimore or somebody else that we're tied with. You said we'll sign Snell tonight. I don't think so, Aiden. If it does, then hell yeah, that'd be awesome. I really don't believe that. I think a couple of teams have offered him on the low. Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy that we're still the only team reportedly out there that gave him a contract. And we're pushing February already. So, like you see in the ticker down below, man, we got 29 days until spring training. And the reigning defending NL Cy Young Award winner is still on the market. Yeah, smash that. Yeah, everyone join the Discord. The link is down in the description down below. Join that Discord. In case I can't go live with any news, I usually share it on there. And it's just a fun little group chat that we can all talk more sports and stuff off the air. I would trade my farm for Cease or for C. Who are you talking about, Dennis? Yeah, Monty is still out there also. But it feels like Monty is waiting on that TV deal. I've been hearing some reports that Monty's been on like TV, or he's waiting on the TV deal with the Rangers. Max, I just got a funny feeling the Braves are Houston. Oh, dude, I would be so upset, man. I really would be. I would be upset, man. So right now, the Yankees are sitting at a $287 million payroll. Now it's updated on Spotrac. They got Marcus Stroman's contract on there. So we are just below the 300 mark. And 14 million of that is from retained money that we're paying Aaron Hicks and Josh Donaldson. So maybe the Yankees say, screw it, man. Let's get Snell on this roster. I don't know. But we are now the number 1 payroll in baseball once again. Just remember Boris helped wreck Steven Drew. You know what that means, Max, right? More blood and more. Yeah, well, that's fine. Braves aren't going to give Snell the money he wants. I don't think so. I think a lot of teams aren't trying to give Snell the money he wants. That's why he's the Yankees are right now the only team that reportedly give him a contract. Have to hope Adam Warren impresses enough in spring to make the rotation. You talking about Will Warren? Well, I think the rotation is set, man. We're gonna have Clark Schmidt and Cortez in that rotation. unless we sign someone else. It won't be Will Warren. I'd rather save the money on Snell and sign Burns. I'm with you. I just don't know, man, because you got to think about this year, though, because I would love Corbin Burns. He was my number one target. Corbin Burns is a beast. He's one of the best pitchers in baseball. But if you want to win this year, if you really want to compete this year and bring a World Series back to the Yankees, Blake Snell could do that in this rotation with Judge, Snell, Rodon, or I'm sorry, Cole, Snell, Rodon, Stroman. Take your picking with Schmidt or Cortez. I would take Cortez, but I got the Ravens winning, Greasy. Keep Jeter down for speed. Well, he's in AAA right now, Aiden. He's in AAA right now. Let me bring it back up. Get him at the trade deadline and extend him. Yeah, I mean, we might have to wait. If Corbin Burns, like, I think the Brewers, even though the Brewers just signed Rhys Hoskins, I don't know if you saw that last night, but Rhys Hoskins is now with the Brewers on a 2-year, $34 million contract. If the Brewers, struggle, they would probably sell off Corbin Burns pretty cheap during the trade deadline, I should say. The Yankees did not give Snell a fair offer. They offered him less than Rodon. That is true, Rico. That is true. And let me ask you, Rico, would you go up 6 years, 175 for Blake Snell? Would you do that? Because the reported offer was 6 years, 150. So would you get 25 mil more on that contract? Maybe have some incentives for him so he can make more money. Probably with his innings pitch. If he can give you 180 innings like he did last season, maybe he'll make an extra 2 mil. Yeah, Rico's saying, yeah. Corbin wants to be a free agent, not extending. Yeah, he will definitely test the market, Jose. You're right. He would definitely test them. There's no way we would trade for Corbin Burns and extend him right then and there. Then the Diamondback wreck Burns in the postseason. Appreciate you, Jose, for subbing up. Thank you, sir. 3 years for 90 mil. Snell won't take that, rah-rah. Snell would not take that. He wants a long-term contract. Dennis saying 6 years, 170. I would say this. If the Yankees can give him 6 years, 175 plus incentives, I would have in that contract, bro, you got to give us 180 to 200 innings pitched, bro. If that happens, then that 170 or, per year, the AAV, it can go up 2 mil per if you can pitch 180 innings. If you put a little like fire underneath him to get more innings out of him, I think he would do it. Yeah, Brandon, I'm with you. I think Angels are probably a team to look out for with Blake Snell. Somebody over there in the West. That would be my first guess. Would be either the Angels or somewhere over there. Hopefully not the Dodgers, but you can't rule them out. But what up, Jacob? How you doing, bud? So like right now, Snell's, man. This dude can strike him out, man. He really can. The walks are the most scariest thing with Blake Snell, and of course his health. But the strikeouts are there. His off speed and breaking ball is top notch. Like, I just can't believe he's still on the market. I really can't. I don't think Snell does more than 180 innings more than one. Yeah, he's only done it like twice, I think. I think he's only done it twice. That's why Ratchet, I would put it in his contract as an incentive. Like, yo, you got to give us at least like 180 innings pitched, and then you can make more money. But you gotta show us. Rah, appreciate you, bro, for that dono. Thank you, sir. I don't think the Angels would want to pay for, or he would want to pay. Hey, Steve, if the Angels are gonna give him a lot of money, he would do it because Blake Snell knows this is his last big payday in his career. So Blake Snell, that's what you have to think about if you're in his situation. If you're in his shoes at 31, soon to be 32 years old, you know this is the last payday of your career. So I understand him wanting to get $200 million, but sometimes my stepdad always said this to me: you want one hand and crap in the other hand. Which one fills up first? Are you going to go to a losing team? And for those 6 years, you're going to not be a World Series contender, but you're going to get your pay? Or are you going to take a little bit less money to go play for a World Series contender? I don't know, man. I couldn't. I know money is a lot for these guys, but at the end of the day, man, you got to be happy at where you're playing at. You know, I could not go to the Royals. If I was a baseball player, if I was somebody in the league coming off one of my best years and I'm 30 years old, I couldn't sit there and say, I'm going to take a $230 million contract from the Kansas City Royals, but I know the Yankees or the Astros or the Dodgers or somebody wants me for like 180, 190, same amount of years. Which one would you lean on? Because at the end of the day, you want to compete. You don't want to just rot on a team that's going to lose for 5, 6 years and possibly trade you 3 years into your contract. I would definitely go on the team that's going to be a fighting contender for those years and take a little less money. Jose saying if next year, no Rizzo Glaber, that $35 million right there. Yeah. Rizzo's on a team option and Glaber, I just don't see them re-signing Glaber to a long-term contract. I just don't see it. I just don't. We have so much infield depth with Jorbert Vivas, Oswald Peraza, and Oswaldo Cabrera. We have so much infield depth, and that's going to be our salary relief, especially if we're going to re-sign Soto to a long-term deal. Gleyber Torres, I just don't see us re-signing him. I love Gleyber. He's a great player, but that's how I feel. How about an 8-year, 160 mil for Snell? He won't take that, bro, and that's a little bit too many years. I would want a 5 or 6 year contract for Snell. Why would Snell sign a 1 year? He's not going to sign a 1 year deal. Max, you should try to go to spring training. Yeah, I'm going to try, Jacob, but I like to call the games as well. So I could definitely go down there, but I like to cover the games on here. I'm already planning on a Rays and Yankees trip in Tampa in July. So I'll probably be there live for 2 games or so. If we give some prospects a shot in 2025, Ben Rice. Yeah, Ben Rice is going to be nice. He's been, climbing the charts in our minors. Looking at you, Chris Bryant. What about Chris Bryant? If we get, let's see, make sure I don't miss anyone. Comments. Trade Cabrera. Oswaldo Cabrera could be on the trade block for sure. Dennis Torres. Let's get something for him in the trade. I agree, man. I agree. But teams are going to be hesitant on it because he's a free agent next year. So if you trade Torres, you're not going to get more than probably 1 or 2 players from him. Probably not even 2. It might be a 1-for-1 for Gleyber Torres. Yeah, Cabrera, Oswaldo Cabrera, I like how he can play a lot of positions, but he hasn't really showed us. He hasn't really, proved himself with his bat, I should say, Dennis. I like how he is very versatile. He can, play in the outfield, play in the infield, but his bat needs to be better by now. Yeah, Rara, I agree. You get something from him. Torres, I think he's in line for a payday regardless, Nicholas. I think he's in line for a nice payday, even if he has a monster year or not. I love Edward Cabrera, Brandon. I love him. But at the end of the day, you got to think about you're paying Cole, Judge, hopefully Soto, Stanton still. Those are huge contracts that you're still paying. I just do not see Gleyber Torres in that area. I just don't think the Yankees are going to do it. Got cut off. Ben Reiser combo of Spencer Jones, Judge to first. Either way, you add Dominguez, Jones, Rice, Hampton, or Warren into a rotation that drops payroll on 26-man roster so much. You're right, man. We're gonna need those guys. You're gonna need Spencer Jones, Dominguez, of course. You're gonna need those salary, relief guys in the rotation to pay for the rest of Stanton's contract, Judge's contract, all that stuff. So that's why I was saying Gleyber wouldn't really fit in there. I would keep Torres. I think he's getting better. Torres is a great player, Dennis. I'm not knocking Torres at all. I really like Torres. What's up, Kerm? Who has no bat? Ben Rice is a catcher, but he lacks the tools. He will play first base. Yeah, he's gonna play. They're gonna shift into first base for sure. No doubt. So, no really new news. I mean, we saw Rhys Hoskins get signed last night, but let me make sure I didn't miss anybody. And good for Rhys Hoskins getting kind of a second chance because, he had a torn ACL in spring training last season, but now he gets a 2-year deal with the Milwaukee Brewers. So good for him. Torres has been one of the most productive Yankee hitters over the last 3 years. You're right, Kenneth. He has. He's been one of the most consistent hitters as well. Torres will be focused this year, playing for a big. Oh yeah, he's gonna be balling out, Rico. That's why I think the Yankees might just say, "Hey, we got one more year with Gleyber, and that's it." I think the Yankees might have to swallow that pill and just be like, "Yo, we got to hold him to one more year." Maybe they think they have maybe they think they have the roster to be a World Series contender this year and just hold them. And if it doesn't happen, then they let him go. Or I just don't know if they trade him during the deadline. I guess it just depends on what they can get from him. What's up, Jacob? I don't think so, man. I'll probably be hanging out with Sydney on Sunday. Shout out to everybody in the house, man. We got 54. Hit that like button. Let's get to 50 likes. We got 37 likes in the house so far. Appreciate you if you are new hanging out for the first time. That's what we do here on the channel. We talk Yankees. We talk baseball. And when the season rolls around, when they start playing some ball, I'll be calling the games live. But, just chopping it up with some free agent stuff going on. All that good stuff. That's pretty much what we're doing until spring training starts swinging away, I guess you should say. That's why they won't trade Torres. I agree, Dennis. It looks like they're not trading Torres at all. I have not seen any updates, rumors, reports that the Yankees are looking to trade Torres. So right now, I think he is safe. I think he's going to be on the team opening day. And maybe if things go south or don't go as planned, they look at trading Torres during the deadline. What up, Mo Money? Hey, Max, Middleton and Wandy could provide length to the bullpen, but still don't have a bona fide shutdown closer. Yeah, I'm with you, Mo Money. I would take either or of those guys right now, man. I really would, because if you're looking at the roster in the bullpen, especially Middleton and Peralta are better than half these guys in the pen right now. I would take either or. What up, Rudy? I feel like the Yankees might get somebody that nobody's talking about. Watch. I don't know who, Rudy, but let's see if you're right, man. I want the Lions to win, but the color scheme of the Super Bowl logo makes me yeah, right, Brandon. Right now it's like predetermined as the Niners and the Ravens right now, right? They'll just let them walk and won't get anything. They probably will do that, Kzilla. Yeah, he's Dennis. He's a good player, man. He just makes some boneheaded mistakes on the field, and especially on the base path. But he can get better. He's still very young in this league. Gleyber Torres can. He's just entering his prime. He's gonna get better, and it sucks, man, because he's probably not gonna be with us. But we're gonna watch him get better year in, year out. Yeah, he does make errors, man, but those are things you can clean up. Those are things you can really work on. I think his bat is one of the top 5 bats for a second baseman in the league right now. Torres should be moved. Big mistake if they don't. Torres loses focus when playing the field. Yeah, I agree with that, Nicholas. He does sometimes. You can tell he does. You can tell he does. But he's still a great player. Like I would definitely put him as a top 5 second baseman in the AL for sure right now. Like I say that with like confidence. And he deserves to get a nice payday, man. He does. I'm not knocking Gleyber. Like I said, I'm not bashing him. He's gonna get paid. I just don't think the Yankees are gonna be the ones to pay him. He just has to work on his fielding. If he does, man, he could be probably one of the probably one, if not the best second baseman in the league. If he can improve on the field, the bat is already there. Oh yeah, he's definitely below average defensively. Yeah. Torres is great. We just have so many young infielders. His money will have to be saved moving after this season. Exactly, Jose. Exactly. Facts. Because if you really want to re-sign Juan Soto, you're going to have some salary relief guys in this lineup like Jason Dominguez, Austin Wells for one. It's going to be either Oswald Peraza, Jorbit Vivas, whoever wins that battle. I think we will see a lot of Jorbit Vivas in the spring. These infielders, these young infielders are going to be our salary relief for Cole, Judge, and cross our fingers for Juan Soto. What does Jackson Holiday look like? A young Ronda Rousey? A long hair. Yeah, he kind of does in the face, doesn't he? How about second or third baseman? What you mean, Dennis? Third baseman right now is DJ LeMahieu. He's our everyday third baseman. But Peraza he can play second and third as well. So Peraza will be in there taking over for DJ when he needs a day off, stuff like that. The Yankees are turning to the young kids. In 2 years, we'll be back. Facts, says Rah Rah. I hope so, bro. We need to be back, man. We need to be back this year because last year was painful. This year, in 2022, man, we were riding high. It was a little down year at the second half of the season, but at least we made it to the ALCS. But man, getting swept by the Astros again, we cannot have that happen. We cannot lose to the Astros. We cannot lose. If I'm Brian Cashman, I'm like, bro, we got to get over the hump, man. This can't keep going. I believe Roderick Arias is going to be focused to a third baseman. He could, or George Lombard too, Jose. He could. I saw a report that they're gonna try to transition him to a third baseman too. I think the team is definitely playoff worthy, rah-rah. I wouldn't say a World Series contender yet until we start seeing them play. If they go out there and just ball out, man. But right now on paper, I don't see us as World Series champions. I just don't see it yet. Watch Torres go somewhere else and bat 290, 25 plus homers and 80 RBI. He could, Nicholas. He definitely could easily. I mean, he wasn't short of that last year. He batted 273 last year, had 25 homers, and he had 68 RBI. So I mean, he was close to those numbers last year with us. He definitely can do it. But the caught stealing is it's been a issue for the last 3 years. Like him getting caught on base, it's been a problem, and he needs to work on it. Baltimore probably won't. No, they won't take Torres. They got enough prospects. I think like a Seattle Mariners team, he could just do like what Robinson Cano did, leave us and go to the Mariners, because the Mariners were interested in him. I think the Mariners could sign Gleyber Torres. You cannot trade Torres to Baltimore. No, he's not going to trade him. Do we trade with Miami still? If we did, Aiden, it'd probably be during the season. It wouldn't be right now. I think I don't think we'll see any trades until the deadline. So I think the trades are kind of like halted right now, especially because the White Sox kind of said, "Oh, Dylan Cease, we might keep him we might keep him until the deadline." I don't think the Baltimore Orioles will sign Gleyber, Dennis. I don't, even when he's a free agent. I could be wrong, of course. I'm not saying what you're saying is wrong or not, but personally, I just don't think the Orioles could afford him, and they have a lot of prospects already. They don't really need them. It would, you know what it would sting. You know what team could sign Gleyber Torres? Boston. The Red Sox could sign Gleyber Torres. How upsetting would that be? I do see the Red Sox going at the Gleyber Torres, because if you notice that in sports, if a player leaves, the rivals are usually the first ones to kind of like go at them. Like even in the NFL and the NBA, like if a player is a free agent, they go from like the Chiefs to the Broncos or something like that. So it could be the Red Sox could definitely go out to Gleyber Torres this offseason, or next offseason, I should say. Miami, in my opinion, missing the boat. Yankees have a shortstop, catchers, outfield, Pereira, everything they need. Ridiculous miss by management. Yeah, the Miami Marlins they're a poverty franchise, bro. They really are. What up, Val? Yeah, I would hate it too. I would hate it too, but you cannot rule it out, which sucks. Especially because the Red Sox haven't really done anything this offseason other than sign Lucas Giolito, and they traded away Chris Sale. They have the money to do it. I would hate it. I could not picture Gleyber Torres in a Red Sox uniform. Depends on Lombard Jr. Old timer. Yeah, he is an old timer name for real. But dude, I looked at some highlights with George Lombard. That kid he can play, man. It's gonna be interesting what we do with him, if we keep him or if we keep him or we trade him away for somebody else. Soto should bat third and Judge should bat second. Yeah, Soto loves batting third, but Booney came out and said that Soto will be second in the lineup. So, interesting move by Aaron Boone. Maybe I do think the team will probably flip-flop those two eventually in the lineup. They'll play around with those two flip-flopped. But Booney said, I think he was pretty much saying like opening day would probably be Soto at second and Judge third in the lineup. So we still another day of just a quiet off season in the league of baseball. Nothing really going on and just a lot of what ifs. Was just thinking that, bro, they would, Chris, they would do it. Contract year for Glaber too. He's also going beast mode. Yeah, he will. He'll probably be balling out, bro. Rico, I think Stanton bats fourth to open up the season. Until he starts struggling, I think Stanton will be fourth and Rizzo will probably be fifth in the rotation or in the lineup. Aaron Boone already going to upset Soto. I mean, if Soto's going to really be that upset about that, like, come on now. Like, I just don't see a professional guy making $30 million being upset that he's hitting second instead of third. Soto came out and said that he would play anywhere, bat anywhere for this team. He said it in his little Zoom call meeting or Zoom call media session that he would be willing to do whatever the team wants him to do. So Judge supposed to be batting for cleanup. Nah, I like Judge batting second or third because you might get you might get an extra plate appearance, rah, if he's batting second or third. Like if he might get 5 at bats other than 4. That's why they usually put your best hitters hitting second because you get that 5th at bat possibly compared to 4 if you're batting third or 4th. You'd be pissed off. That's like changing your number. I don't know, man. I mean, you got Aaron Judge on your team, bro. He has to realize that too. Like, it's Aaron Judge. It's not like some nobody hitting third. It's Aaron Judge. He has to realize who his teammates are too. I just don't think Soto hitting second is going to upset him and not make him want to re-sign with his team. Imagine Soto in front of Judge. Just imagine that. Healthy Rizzo can back him up. Yeah, I know, Chris. And it'll probably be Stanton, but it would not shock me if they throw Rizzo at 4 if Stanton starts striking out a lot. And yeah, I know, Rah. I know you would. You're crazy. I really hope they limit Judge playing in center field. You are playing with danger there. Yeah, that is dangerous, Rico. Unfortunately, it's going to be the option, but they could throw Trent Grisham out there in center field and throw Judge on DH. They're going to do that a lot, I think, because Judge and Stanton will be swapping the DH roles until Dominguez is back, and then Grisham could play center field when Judge bats DH, and then Stanton will have the day off. So I do think we might see Grisham probably like 2 days a week out there in center field, and Stanton having 2 days off per week, if I had to guess. Juice Man in the house said, Boone said DJ, Soto, Judge, Glaber for them 1 through 4. I wouldn't be opposed to that at all, Juice Man. Glaber would definitely be more safe than Stanton behind Judge because Glaber can just get on base, period, and Stanton's mainly just a home run or bust. Home run or walk, or a strikeout, but I may be in the minority, but I dream of Soto, Judge, Martian, switch hitting cleanup, then Jones if we keep him in the next 5 to 6 years. That's not a dream, man. That could be reality, Jose. Dominguez would probably be our cleanup hitter whenever he's back fully healthy. I cannot wait for Jason Dominguez to be back. I love that kid playing. Stan should stay home. Oh, man. Oh, that's funny. Just looking on Twitter real quick. Hold on, guys. DJ leading off, walking, and Soto hitting a double, and DJ getting thrown out at third. No, that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen, Nicholas. Come on. Don't put that in the air. They should DH Stanton against lefties, Dominguez against righties. Yeah, well, we won't really know what they're going to do until Dominguez is fully healthy around June or July. Almost time for the little break background music you put when you call in games, Max. Low key is fire. Yeah, man, I like to throw that on a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure y'all don't want to hear me talk the whole damn time. So a little music for your ears might help you. For that lineup to be a reality, for that lineup to be a reality, Stan has to go. This has to be his last year with the Yankees. He's blocking Judge from being the DH to keep him healthy. Liam, I think in reality, Stan has. I know he's under contract until 2028. I gotta check again, but I think in 2 years we can get off of Stanton. I gotta check it. I'm checking his contract right now. So we have a club option in 2028. In reality, we can probably DFA him in 2027. But in 2028, if we do decide to not pick up the club option, we have to pay him $10 million in a buyout. So if we decide to DFA him in 2027, we'd have to pay the guy $35 million, which is a lot of money. I just think we're pretty screwed with Stanton and his contract, sadly. DJ is slow and old. Yeah, he is. But DJ, the second half of the season did a lot better. Like I was talking about it yesterday. LeMahieu, he started the season terrible, but his bat became a lot better the second half of the season. If I don't need DJ out there stealing bases, I just need DJ getting on base. Period. Draw a walk, hit a single, get a double in there once in a while. Just get on. Get on for the big dogs that's going to be hitting after him. That's what I need DJ to do. So post All-Star break for LeMahieu, he batted 273, 377 on base percentage with a 432 slug, 809 OPS. That was in 257 plate appearances. 8 homers, 17 RBI, 36 walks. Now you compare that to the pre-All-Star last season, 305 plate appearances. He batted 220, a sub 3 on base percentage at a 285. He slugged 357 with a 642 OPS. So he had just as much hits as he did post All-Star than he did pre All-Star, and like 50 less plate appearances. So LeMahieu was he started picking up. in the post All-Star. If he can give us that for this season, I'd be happy. If LeMahieu gave us a 275 batting average this season, full, I'd be happy with that. Yeah, it is terrible contracts, rah. You're right. I'd rather free up the DH spot and eat the 30+ mil than having him hit under 200 and bringing his team down. I know, K-Zilla. That's what I'm saying. That would only happen in 2 years. Hal would not DFA a guy with 4 years left of his contract, so I think he would be up to DFAing him in 2 years. What up, Spears? Sorry about your Bills, buddy. I think that hitting coach that was fired during the All-Star break caused a ton of problems. Sean Casey helped a few batters with their mechanics. Yeah, Sean Casey helped him. He helped DJ LeMahieu for sure. He helped him. But yeah, Dylan Lawson, I don't know if he knew what the hell he was going on. I think Dylan Lawson got signed by the Boston Red Sox as a minor league hitting coach or something like that. We'll see what James Rosen can do, our new hitting coach. They will release Stan, but not yet. 2028 is a $10 million buy. Yeah, yep. Just said it all. Volpe has to be the leadoff guy so his steals don't go to waste. The Marlins pay $30 million of Stan's last 3 years. The Yankees might have to eat 80% of his 2025 salary. We'll see what they do, Liam. But like I said, it probably won't happen in this year for sure. Maybe in 2 years, but not this year. I want Stanton to contribute because if he does, we are greater by a lot. But if he doesn't, they have to find a way to trade him. He has a no-trade clause, Jose. Stan has a no-trade clause in his contract, so. And I guarantee you he would not waive it. I guarantee you that. There's no way this guy is going to waive $32 million. Like, no team is going to want to pick this contract up, and he would have to waive it. I just don't see us trading him. It's going to be either him riding out the contract or getting DFA'd. That's why we're not going anywhere. Those two players are killing the Yankees. They are, man. The contracts are killing us for sure. Yeah, exactly, Brandon. Exactly. Nobody's going to want Stan, man. He's getting too old, and he's definitely past his prime. Dodgers will take him, and they'll defer his contract. You know what, Dodgers? Take him. That's a player I would want them to take. Take him away. Pair him with Shohei. I know said with his consent to go somewhere he wants because if he stinks, the booing will get unbearable. It would be, Jose. And at some point, the Yankees might have to just flat out bench him. Because if you got a guy like Jason Dominguez fully healthy, ready to go, I mean, he's going to be way better than Giancarlo Stanton at this point of his career. This is why I was against the trade back in 2017. We were already paying Jacoby Ellsbury $20 million a year for 8 years and doing jack shit. Yeah, I mean, that was another terrible contract, man. Wow, Jim Harbaugh is now taking the job with the Chargers. Breaking news. I know it's not baseball, but Jim Harbaugh is now the head coach of the Los Angeles Chargers. He's back in the pros. Uh-oh. Jim is back. Damn, so him and Herbert, that's going to be nasty. What's up, Super Miguel Plush? How you doing, buddy? Dominguez is definitely taking his spot. Oh, yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Kerm saying, yes. Hey, you know why he left? You know why he left Michigan? Because he knows there's going to be some some slap on the wrists due to what happened with them getting caught cheating. He just left. He left, Brandon. He stepped away and went to Michigan. Angels are interested in Joey Votto. That's funny. Well, good for Joey still having a market out there at 40 years old. They'll probably cut Stanton after the 2025 season. Yeah, that's what I was saying, Juice Man. That's what I was saying. Can I get a whoop whoop? I gotta make a video about this real quick. Gotta make a video. Shout out to everyone who's still hanging out in the building. I'm about to sign off here in about 5 minutes because the reports have come to a halt. Mark my words, Max. Dodgers will get eliminated by the Braves. Yankees, Braves, World Series, Yankees in 6. Let's go, Jonathan. That's what I'm talking about right there. Let's go. Thank you, Baseball 06. Thank you, bro. Then they will eat about 60 million. My God. It's a lot of money to just eat. It's nice to get cut, and the Yankees still owe you like closer to 85 mil, right? I mean, Donaldson's getting paid 6 mil. Aaron Hicks getting paid 8.6 mil right now. So literally, they don't have to play baseball. They're just getting paid, just chilling. Yeah, I'm very bummed that we didn't get Bryce Harper, man. That was such a bummer. Because Bryce Harper is one of my favorite players to watch, honestly. That dude's a superstar, man. I don't know yet, Nicholas, but I'm about to make a video about it, and I'll post it in the comments once I find that information out. If we get Neris, kind of feels like the revenge for the Astros. Nah, that's not even close to a revenge, Super Miguel. Josh Hader is one of the best closers in the game. Hector Neris is a nice arm in a pen, but he's not a closer, nothing like that. Yep, just got the news, Mario. Yep. All right, y'all. Well, I'm about to sign off. Shout out to everybody in the house. Shout out to all the OGs, all the members, all the mods, all the new subscribers today. Appreciate you hanging out. And if anything breaks later, I'll drop a video or something for y'all. And then I'll be back tomorrow, same time, around 5:30, 6 o'clock. We'll talk some more. But I'm out of here. Big breaking news to kind of end the stream, but it's football related. But Jim Harbaugh is going to the Chargers. Shout out to y'all. Y'all are the best. Have a good rest of your evening. I'm out of here. It's always love, peace, chicken grease on Max Coverage TV. Until tomorrow, I'll see you all then. I'm out of here. And as always, go Yankees. Peace.